Kejriwal, MD and CEO at the company, joining in with us to talk about the outlook of the company, the business, what they're expecting, because they won an order recently. Now, what more is the trajectory in terms of the order book? What are they expecting? Let's talk to him. Mr. Kejriwal, thank you so much for joining in with us this afternoon on ET Now. And obviously, let's start with this. With the new government is coming in, NDA 3.0 is what we could talk about right now. What is your expectation regarding the order inflows? Are you expecting a bit of a slowdown now? And what is it that you're expecting from the budget side as well?
So what our expectation is that the infrastructure growth would continue. There could be some tweaking here and there between different sectors, say railway, power, etc. Also, with the new ministry coming in, there may be a little bit priority shifts here and there, but I don't think we expect any major change. As far as orders are concerned, we are already sitting on an L1 of 9,000 crores. So I think these orders will now be processed. Many of them are with Power Grid, railways, etc., which were on hold because of the Achar Sanhita. So I think immediately we will start getting these orders in the next 3 or 4 weeks. And then the tenders which were on hold or to be released, they will start getting released. So I don't expect any significant impact or in fact any impact on the order pipeline.
Okay, so you're not expecting any major impact on the order pipeline and the order book which you have right now. But given all of this, what kind of revenue growth do you envisage in FY25? Because the growth rate used to be 25% in FY23. It came down to around 15% in FY24. What about the way forward?
I think our expectation is that we will grow around 15%. So with the current revenue of almost 19,900, we should be reaching around 23,000 crores is our expectation. And the growth will primarily come from the India T&D part of it and the civil part.
Also, just want to understand a bit more in terms of the expectations that one could have in terms of the margins for FY25, and when do you expect them to come back to the double-digit margin growth?
FY25, what we have talked about is that we should be somewhere around 7.5 or so on the margin side. And we expect that in Q4, when we are exiting FY25, we should be, closer to double digit between 9 to 10%. That's our expectations.
Okay, so closer to double digit by the end of the year. We'll hold you to that, Mr. Kejriwal. But I wanted to talk a bit more about the civil business because you just pointed out that it could be the growth driver. Talk to me about which segment from there is doing well. What kind of order inflows are you expecting or have seen of late?
So if you look at our civil order book plus a little bit of L1 which we have, I think we are around 11,000 crores as of today. With this current order book of order intake of 1,000 crores and some which we announced earlier, I think we are expecting that we should be getting orders to the tune of around 8,000 crores in FY25 in the civil business.
Okay, and what is your outlook in terms of on the residential space? Do you foresee any increase in terms of contribution from residential orders this year?
I think we are clearly very bullish on the residential sector. We operate with select large developers, but I think the amount of inquiries we are seeing, the amount of orders which we have is very significant. So I think we are very bullish on the residential piece. Along with residential, we are also seeing some movement also in the commercial piece, which was not there. So I think between residential and commercial, I think we should see a good order intake.
Okay, and what about those mainstays, T&D as well as railways? Talk to me a bit more about that, because what kind of order inflows, the scale, size, geographies with respect to order inflows?
So the bulk of orders will definitely come from the T&D sector, both India as well as from the Middle East and the United States market. The second piece will be also railways. We do expect that with the elections behind us, there will be a lot of orders, tenders coming out for the infrastructure built of the railways. I think last year we saw a lot of orders coming out on Vande Bharat, so railway coaches, station rebuild, etc. I think this year we do expect that the railways will change track and start, giving out orders for infrastructure. But since the tenders are now coming out, probably the orders from that will start flowing in probably Q3 or so.
Right, Mr. Kejriwal, that's on railways, but what about exports and how is the export demand looking like, and the geographies that you're present in, what is the opportunity at the moment that you're seeing there, and do you plan to enter any other new geographies?
So if you look at exports and international markets, there are two or three areas which are looking very promising. One obviously is Middle East, and Middle East is not just Saudi but also UAE. We are seeing a large number of projects being announced or tenders being issued by UAE also along with Saudi. The second market would be the United States market, where we do supply towers from India as well as from our Mexico facility. And thirdly, we are now expecting that orders would start coming in from our nearby countries like Bangladesh and Nepal, where because of Bangladesh, especially because of elections, we had seen a slowdown. But now, since the elections are over there also, so that country also we will start seeing orders coming in. So between Middle East, North America, and the SAARC countries, I think that's the area where we will grow.
Okay, Mr. Kejriwal, on that note, we'll let you go. Appreciate you making time and speaking with us. Well, the market.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.